Coming soon to a podcast feed near you.
Not since the late 1950s has horror been so scary. Giant Monster Production presents horror comedy at its best. Each issue's packed with action.
Shoot him, Pat! Shoot him!
Suspense.
Any hunter that figured out how to find them have all disappeared.
Heroism.
Oh, yes, because the vampire is going to get me.
Romance.
Bruno Domenico.
Wisdom. How am I going to be able to start the fire if I waste it signaling for help? Friendship.
I don't think it's that far of a drop. I think you'll be okay. He just tucks and rolls when he comes down and not lay on his feet.
And acts of courage.
If we're being honest here, Bruno did kill both of them.
They are the last line of defense against the things that go bump in the night.
We are monster hunters, are we not?
Oh, the humanity. Tales of the Monster Hunters, presented in Monster Scope. New issues available bi-weekly wherever you get your podcasts.
At the heart of this world, where monsters and magic exist in secret from modern life, is conflict. And among this chaos, there's one endeavor of great undertaking yet to be unleashed upon the world.
They have been swarming into our affairs like locusts.
I wandered aimlessly looking for a place of my own. I never got a chance to find it.
And all this for what? For what? Scraps? Nonsense?
Idiot! Stop stumbling around and come with me.
They are snakes that think themselves dragons.
That's the sad reality we live in. Too much BS being peddled out there, obscuring fact.
Like I need more reasons to think society is terrible.
Horseboy, just follow her lead.
Gonna make this easy and come quietly? Or do you want to do this the fun way?
I wanted to see the world, be daring, help people elsewhere.
Those chosen shall seek the truth of what they face. Let them reveal what is hidden and enlighten the world. Let them seek the truth of Project Gnosis.
The following podcast may contain some cartoon violence and dark themes and the occasional bit of spicy language. You have been warned. Listener discretion is advised.
The fall and partial re-emergence of the Dysfunctional Five.
Previously on the Dysfunctional Five, reacting on intel reports of the possible location of a secret HQ of the international crime organization Dark Shadow, our heroes were dispatched to a dockside industrial complex. While initially believing the site to be deserted, they were soon attacked by a giant mechanical creature. Facing an adversary of greater size and vastly superior strength, Dave concocted a plan. Kitty and Granite distracted the mech.
And by distracted, what you actually mean, it's chase us, trying to murder us.
While Rick and Dave scaled a nearby gantry to get a clear line of sight. Rick then used his laser eyes to weaken the glass canopy on the cockpit of the mech, before Dave took out the glass completely with a single shot. With the canopy destroyed, it revealed the pilot of the mech to be none other than former colleague, Captain Koala, now exposed as a Dark Shadow agent.
I never trusted that no good, double-crossing, very little shit in the first place.
The man who cannot be seen, who had recently insisted he would actually be preferred to be called by his real name, Kevin, was able to clamber on top of the mech whilst invisible, reach the cockpit, and operate the mech's ejection mechanism, catapulting Captain Koala out to sea.
No, that was quite funny.
But stranded atop the now out-of-control mech, Kevin was left helpless as it toppled into the water at the dockside. This led to Kitty having to dive in to rescue him.
Yeah, and totally ruining another one of my brand new outfits.
But the team's victory celebrations were short-lived when they received an urgent communication from Control that their mission had been nothing more than a misdirection. While they were busy fighting Captain Koala, Dark Shadow had seized HQ and taken everyone prisoner. And now, Chapter 7, the finale.
Okay, there are 2 mechanized guards stationed at the front of the building. Behind them is the main door, opened by triggering a movement sensor. Get past them and into the building, then head to the location in the basement I showed you on the building schematics. We'll be waiting around the back. Stay calm, be extraordinarily cautious and quiet, and naturally, don't be seen. Although I think you've definitely got the last one covered.
Security units, attention! This is Leviathan! Dysfunctional 5 are now aware they have infiltrated and are occupying the building. Be alert, they might show and try to disrupt our operation. If they do, eliminate them with extreme prejudice.
Roger that. Hey, something tripped the door sensor. I don't see anyone. Probably just a glitch.
Haha, suckers!
Where the hell is he?
Be patient.
There were loads other ways into the building. What's so special about this one?
All of the side doors and the loading bay are teeming with heavily armed mechanized guards packing a lot of firepower, and they'd set up infrared sensors on all of them. The front entrance looked the best bet. I figured they wouldn't expect that. But Kevin is the only one of us who could possibly get in undetected. And this place right here is the one means of entry that Dark Shadow probably wouldn't be aware of. In fact, it's the one place in the building that no one would ever go. You'll find out why when we get inside.
Hey, look! Someone is approaching the window.
Dear God, what is this disgusting place?
Nice work, Kevin. Okay, everyone shimmy in through the window.
Oh, bloody hell!
Oh my god! Ew.
Bear with me. This window is a little narrow. Holy shit! It smells like a sewer in here!
Welcome to room B25. It was, at some point in the distant past, a unisex washroom. But owing to the shoddy plumbing, it's always leaked in here and gained legendary status for its terrible, persistent odour. Such was the extent of the stench that the cleaning staff refused to service it. As a result, it was so unsanitary that it became the ideal breeding ground for potentially lethal bacteria. It was finally closed off 20 years ago, after being declared a biological hazard.
Hold up. Did you say potentially lethal bacteria?
I did indeed. In other words, let's get the hell out of here, shall we?
That was the single most gross place I've been. In another new outfit. Absolutely ruined.
Yeah, I get it. It was a thoroughly unpleasant route into the building, but we're in now. Right, as I said before, there are guards everywhere. We need to be stealthy. Come on.
Nobody move.
Rick, wait.
Laser eyes!
Fuck's sake.
Bloody hell, Rick!
It was one single guard.
We could have taken it out silently with all these lasers and exploding and all the screaming.
Yeah, sorry about that, guys. You know how it is. I saw the guard and I just reacted. Instinct took over.
Do us a favour and keep your instincts under control from now on. Thankfully, we're so deep in the building, I don't think anyone heard it.
What's that smell?
It's burning robot, obviously.
No, as well as that, it smells like singed hair or fur.
Ew, look inside the mech suit. Is that a hamster?
It is, but an extremely incinerated one now.
Once again, I'm so confused right now.
Dark Shadow's army are comprised of rodents in mech suits?
Well, I did not see that coming.
Shame on you, Rick. You disintegrated a poor little defenseless creature.
How was I supposed to know the thing would explode in a big fireball? And may I point out, it was carrying an assault rifle. It was hardly defenseless.
Will you all keep it down? Remember, we are trying to be stealthy.
Say, is that a smoke detector up there on the ceiling? I guess it must not be working, or that explosion would have definitely set off the fire alarm.
Bollocks.
At least they probably don't know exactly where in the building the fire is, though. Right?
Alert! Fire alarm detected in basement corridor B19.
Oh man. Whatever next.
You had to ask, didn't you?
Bloody hell, if I'd have known you guys would utterly ask this up so spectacularly, I'd have suggested we just try and all blast our way in through the front door. Oh well. Time for plan B. We're just gonna have to punch, kick, shoot and laser our way through everything between us and the boardroom. Get ready.
Well, it's about goddamn time!
Yes! All this water has ruined my outfit even further. Now, I am really mad. Right! Evil hamsters with guns and robot suits. I am Kitty Parla, and I'm coming to kick your furry asses!
Well, she didn't have sympathy for the poor defenseless rodents for very long, did she?
Time to pulverize some hamsters. Charge!
Contact. We have encountered the Dysfunctional 5. They've infiltrated the building. All units.
Shut it, you.
Freeze, you're surrounded.
Laser eyes! Laser eyes! Blinding hamsters with my laser eyes! Look out! Here comes my laser eyes!
Die, you furry bastards!
Kiss my fist of stone, you evil rodent fiend!
You know, I think you guys have got this. I will just hang back here for a while.
Okay, I think that went better than I was expecting.
Ha! This is all you got. You'll fight like constipated wombats.
Constipated wombats?
We really need to work on our tough guy lines. One day, someone might adapt this into an audio drama. Frankly, our material is terrible.
Did someone request a rescue?
Oh, thank God.
Wow, you guys actually came through. I have to say, no one is more surprised than me.
Oh, ye of little faith.
Well, it's about time. Hurry, untie us all.
Ah, that's gratitude for ya. Fancy you guys being all taken down by a bunch of rodents.
They were quite fierce.
And they had mech suits and guns?
Shut up, Smedley. We don't have time for this. You need to get after Leviathan.
Who?
Leviathan, the leader of Dark Shadow. He's here. He's trying to steal Project Nanosphere.
That was the shiny thing in the lab we saw the other day?
The thing that was so top secret, you wouldn't let Spunk Boy tell us about it.
Yes, that.
Okay, I'm guessing it's potentially very dangerous. I think you're going to have to go for full disclosure here. What is it exactly?
Information about Project Nanosphere is available purely on a need-to-know basis. I'm sorry.
But you want us to stop bad guy from having it.
And I'm assuming it can be weaponized and potentially used against us.
Right. We can't go in there blind.
Yeah, this Leviathan guy could be just waiting for us to charge in there, ready to vaporize us with it.
I can't. It's a matter of national security.
Oh, for God's sake, just tell them what they need to know.
Shut up, Smid.
Now listen here. If you tell me to shut up one more time, I swear, you will be going headfirst out of the nearest window. And can I remind you, we are on the 10th floor.
Well said.
Slay! Yes, Queen, slay! Go, girl! It's about time you stood up for yourself.
Right. Spunkmeyer? Ugh. Seriously? Spunkmeyer, tell them about Project Nanosphere.
Okay, these could get complicated. Project Nanosphere is an experimental micro-black hole generator. It uses cutting-edge cold fusion technology to create a stable but small and localized temporal disturbance field.
That's great, but can you give us a version of the explanation that doesn't require a master's degree in quantum physics to understand?
Indeed. Listen carefully. What does it do?
It makes little black holes and focuses its energy into a temporal beam that basically can zap things out of existence.
You could have just said it's a shooty death ray.
It's a little more complicated than that, I'm afraid. It doesn't kill. It removes whatever it hits from our plane of existence and teleports it to a completely alternative dimension. The tech can be adapted to work in a traditional ray, but could also be modified into a bomb. You could take out an army, a whole city, potentially even wipe out an entire nation if you have the resources available to scale it up enough. It literally has the potential to be the most dangerous weapon of mass destruction ever created by humanity.
And of course, instead of storing this weapon in, say, a secure, fortified and secret military weapons facility, somebody thought it was a good idea to keep it here, in our labs.
We were on a tight budget, cutbacks and such like. You know how it is.
Pathetic.
Anyway, now you know what it is. It is imperative that you don't allow Leviathan to steal it. With Project Nanosphere in his possession, he could hold the whole world to ransom. And frankly, he seems so fanatically unstable, there's nothing to say he wouldn't use it to obliterate the entire planet, just for the hell of it.
What's it worth?
Excuse me?
Current financial arrangements of my employment are not very satisfactory.
Can I remind you, you are all under contract?
Under the current circumstances, those contracts aren't worth much. And you physically wouldn't be able to stop us walking out of here right now and just buggering off.
But the whole world is at risk. There's nowhere you could go that would be safe if Leviathan decides to wipe everything out.
On the other hand, who is to say we don't offer our services to him instead? I mean, if the pay is better.
But Leviathan is a genocidal maniac.
A genocidal maniac with the world's most powerful superweapon and potentially the only working superhero collective on the planet assisting him. I'm pretty sure we could exert enough influence on him to make him stop short of destroying the world completely. And we could do quite nicely out of it.
Are you completely insane, Dave?
You're not really very good at this contract negotiation lark, are you?
Oh, for God's sake. Just ask them what they want and give it to them before it's too late.
But last time, $5 million tax-free. They did one job.
Come on. The entire world is literally running out of time.
Very well. Name your terms.
That's more like it. Well, $5 million each didn't get us very far last time. Clearly we were underpaid.
Underpaid?
Yep, you're gonna have to double that.
Seriously?
Tax-free, of course.
Oh my God.
And I demand a lifetime supply of high-grade cocaine.
This is madness.
And an unlimited budget for new designer outfits.
And a personalized license plate for my car that says Kevin, because that is my name.
Throw a pair control. You have no choice. Accept the demands and be done with it.
Very well. But the president...
The president can suck my coke-filled balls.
Quite. Do we have a deal?
Hold up. We need to talk about the whole female stone life companion situation.
With an additional $10 million, I reckon you could make that happen.
Wow. Yes, you're right.
Fine, we're in. But know this, we will hold you to this agreement and we have witnesses.
Right. Let's get going. We have a tyrannical hamster to apprehend.
This place is a mess.
Yeah, it's completely trashed.
Be alert, and if you see this Leviathan, stop to evaluate the situation. Don't just react. He's got the most deadly weapon on the planet in his possession. Are we clear, Rick?
Look, I was unprepared last time. It's not like you shooting a gun. You have to aim and pull the trigger. With me, if I'm looking in the direction of danger, if the adrenaline is pumping, the laser eyes just flow.
With the amount of cocaine you get through, when is the adrenaline not pumping?
Just try and exercise some self-control for once in your life at least.
Shh! Look! Up ahead!
That's where Spunky Boy told us they were storing this very thing.
Yeah, looks like Leviathan has found it first. Careful, everyone.
Greetings, Dysfunctional 5. It's about time you got here. Come now. No sense you all hide in the shadows. I tracked you on the CCTV from the boardroom.
Bugger, there goes the element of surprise.
We defeated your giant mech at the dockside, and by my calculations, we've smashed up your entire army of robo-hamsters. You're outnumbered 5-1. This is only going to end badly for you.
Nice one, Granite. I think you're going to have to assume the role of official threat maker for the team.
True! If I were a bad guy and you said that to me, I'd be about to surrender, for sure!
Your threats are entirely futile. You know why I'm here, do you not?
I just assumed you were a massive dick who gets off on this kind of thing.
Burned! A little crass, but effective.
You can insult me all you like.
What? Really? Cool, I'm going to have a go. Behold, villain, for I have done thy mother.
What the hell was that?
That, my boy, was Shakespeare. Not one of his better known insults, but it was definitely him. I read it on the internet.
Enough! This is a situation I came for. This!
That's Project Nanosphere? That innocuous-looking ball is what all this fuss is about?
It's cute. It glows in the dark. Look, it looks like a snow globe.
Prepare to see what this little snow globe can do.
Right, guys, when I give the word... Duck. That was close.
Holy shit! That beam!
What happened? Wasn't there a wall behind us before?
It's gone. I can see all the way through the next 3 rooms. It erased all solid matter in its path out of existence.
Where's Kevin?
Oh god, I'm not sure he got out of the way in time. I think he might be... gone.
Wow. Shit.
Pretty impressive, huh? And that was on the lowest setting.
Alright. Spunkmeyer said the weapon needs about a minute to recharge before it can be fired again. This is our one and only chance. Consider all restraints removed. We need to take that guy out. Now.
About time. Hey, Psycho Hamster! Suck on this! Laser eyes!
Ha! Your lasers may have dealt their death to my poor foot soldiers, but my mech suit has several leagues above theirs. You cannot hurt me!
Damn, that mech suit is seriously tough. It's resistant to lasers and armored-piercing rounds.
I'll turn. Ready, Granite?
Bring it on! Charge!
Uh-oh. That didn't go well.
Dave, what do we do? That furry bastard is just too strong.
Even your pitiful combined strength and firepower are no match for me. Any last requests before I push the button and erase you all from existence?
I guess it's a bit much to ask if you could, miss.
Ah, I love it. They call that gallows humor, making jokes right before your impending death. But I'm sorry, you're shit out of luck there.
Bugger.
Warning, low power, shutting down.
What? No!
What happened? I thought we were doomed for sure.
Guess who? This I, Kevin, the man who cannot be seen. And I've just disconnected your power supply.
Typical. For all our strength and firepower, we always seem to rely on the invisible guy sneaking around the back and pulling the power cable.
Frankly, I couldn't give a damn how he saved us. I'm just glad he did. I was literally a nanosecond away from needing new underwear.
Nice work, Invisible Boy Kevin. We all thought you were blasted out of existence, but you just turned invisible so you could sneak up on the evil hamster boy. Go thinking. We're quits now. I saved you from drowning, and now you saved us all from being transported to an alternative dimension.
I think our hamster friend wants to discuss the terms of his surrender.
You fiends! You've ruined everything!
Yeah, we hear that a lot.
I'll get my revenge on you, on all of you! You'll see!
Shut up, you.
Oh! Stop that!
Haha! He's trapped in the harness of the mech suit. He's powerless.
Ouch! Stop pricking me, you ignorant buffoons!
Well, it's that. Or I'd shoot you in the face at point-blank range. I'd shut up and suffer the ignominy of a little humiliation if I were you.
Guys, that Project Nanosphere black hole thing, it's still making that noise, and it's starting to glow red.
Ah, that doesn't look good. Can anyone see an off switch?
I can see a control panel, but I can't get to it. When Kevin shut off the power to the hamster's mech suit, the mechanical hand clasped shut right on it.
Granite, can you prise it out of there?
Damn, no. It's clamped tight.
It's getting worse. I think it's going to blow.
Crap. Well, that's just typical. We thwart the bad guy, only to have the super weapon blow up in our faces. Such a cruel irony.
If that thing goes critical, it won't just take us out. That could be the end of literally everything. We don't know how insanely powerful it might be.
Great, so we're basically dead then?
Looks like it.
Hang on, I've got an idea. Bring that trolley over here. Right, we've got to load the mech suit onto it. Everyone shove.
Stop this! You should be trying to disarm the weapon! You're just going to kill us all!
I told you to shut up already!
Ugh! What the hell? Let me out of here!
Okay, let's get moving. We need to get down to the basement. Everyone push. Almost there.
Dave, where the hell are we going?
Yes! Well, this thing is about to blow! Shouldn't we be focusing on putting as much distance between it and us?
We need a place that can contain the blast.
It's a time weapon. You surely aren't going to find somewhere suitable down here?
I have to agree, Dave. I don't know how far we need to be to get away from a temporal energy explosion, but this just seems like suicide.
There's only one place in the building that could just about serve the purpose.
Where?
Right here. Hold up, everybody.
You've got to be shitting me.
This your plan?
Room B25. The stinky, disused bathroom? Seriously?
I guess if anything could contain the blast, it's this place.
Exactly. Okay, someone open the door.
You're all insane! Hurry! Cut me loose! Get me out!
Sorry, hamster boy. This is where we part company.
No! Wait!
Don't worry. A few seconds in this place and the temporal explosion will seem like an act of mercy.
Here we go, wheel him in.
You can't do this to me! No! I'll make you all pay for this! I'll bring down terrible, bloody vengeance upon all of you! I'll get you all, I swear! Oh dear God! This place, this stench, it's like poison gas! Ah! Help! Get me out! Ah!
Guys, while I hope that's enough to contain the blast, we can't be certain. I suggest we leg it very swiftly indeed.
Agreed!
Right.
Let's get the hell out of here.
So long, you tyrannical, furry bastard!
Yes, indeed, Mr. President. Quite. It was a close thing, but thanks to some creative thinking by the Dysfunctional Five, they were able to deposit both Leviathan and the micro-black hole generator in the most secure room in the building. That being the infamous disused bathroom, room B25. Yes, on the downside, the interior of said bathroom is now considered the most dangerous temporal anomaly on the entire planet, and anyone unfortunate, or stupid, enough to unwittingly enter it, will most likely be instantly teleported to an alternative dimension. But we have taken measures to prevent that. We put up a very clear sign on the door to alert people of the danger within. And on the plus side, the time implosion that occurred appears to have quite literally flushed Leviathan out of existence. And it's rid the bathroom of its distinctive and rather noxious odour. It really is a win-win situation, sir. Oh yes, the Dysfunctional Five are well and truly back in the fold. They attempted to renegotiate the terms of their contracts prior to saving the world again. Quite, yes. They made some truly ridiculous demands. Indeed, I felt compelled to let them think I had agreed to their terms. We did need their immediate services, after all. However, their original contracts are watertight. Their new demands are completely null and void. It's barely legal, but in short, technically we all but own them as property. No, they can't leave. Well, they could try, but they'll be immediately in breach and subject to severe financial penalties and imprisonment. Rest assured, Mr. President, this time we have them on a very short leash.
Greetings, this is Control, Operational Director of the Agency of Rapid Superhero Emergency Deployment. I can't take your call right now. I'm probably taking a much more important call from the President or something equally critical. Leave a message after the tone, and I'll get back to you as soon as my infinitely busy schedule allows.
Hello, Control. We've been made aware by former Agent Smedley that you intended to renege on your promise to honour our revised contract and payment demands. Naturally, we were a little bit irked by this, so we've decided to get you back. Big time. You see, it turns out that when former Agent Smedley got wind of your little deception, her already low opinion of you fell even further, and she decided to join forces with us in order to stitch you right up. She also just happened to have full unfettered access to the agency's financial accounting system, and she's transferred your entire agency budget into a very untraceable foreign bank account. Essentially, by the time you get this message, the agency will be effectively bankrupt. Needless to say, we have hastily relocated to a territory where your local law enforcement authorities have no jurisdiction. And given your financial position, we reckon you're not going to be able to afford to pursue us legally either. Those lawyers ain't cheap, you know. And when they find out you've lost everything, they won't touch the case with a 10-foot pole. Obviously, I'm not going to tell you where we are, but I feel it's prudent to mention we are currently sat on a beautiful beach drinking very expensive beverages. Well, apart from Rick, he's bought himself an entire shipping container filled with high-grade cocaine and locked himself inside. We expect he'll re-emerge in a few weeks' time. But essentially, we're living the high life, all smug in the knowledge that we have well and truly screwed you to the back of beyond. I told you we'd hold you to that agreement. Anyways, I'm off to open another $1,000 bottle of champagne in your honour. Cheers, mate. Laters.
Mrs. Gagliano?
What? Who said that?
Down here.
What the hell are you?
Yeah. Small, furry, talking rodent. I'm a marsupial, by the way. Big whoop. Get over it.
Who are you? And what do you want?
Well, first of all, I understand condolences are in order. I'm terribly sorry to hear about the unfortunate demise of your husband.
Salvatore, were you one of his associates?
No, certainly not. But I do know about the circumstances of his, passing.
I'm well aware of what happened to that no-good, cheating bastard of a husband of mine. They found his remains spread all over walls, floor, and ceiling of a seedy backstreet brothel in South America. Some kind of drug deal gone wrong, apparently.
Yeah, messy business. Still, no doubt a man of his standing must have left you well provided for.
Ha! Several life insurance policies totaling $30 million. All bequeathed to me. And you know what? All of them declared null and void. They had a clause in the small print. Apparently, the only thing he wasn't covered for was death by laser fire. Can you believe that?
Truly, truly tragic, Mrs. Gagliano. Maria, do you mind if I call you Maria?
Well, that is my name. In truth, I hate that surname. And now it just reminds me of him. and how even in death he has screwed me over. Look, I don't know who you are, and frankly, I don't care. I've enough money left to drink this bar dry, and I intend to do just that. Alone, if possible.
Sure, I understand. You could do that, I guess. But what if I told you I knew who was responsible for your current predicament?
What? You know who murdered Salvatore.
I do, but more than that, I think you'd be interested to know who else was involved in his death.
I don't see what difference it makes. But I've got half a martini to finish. You might as well indulge me.
I'm assuming you're familiar with this individual here?
Him? No, that's Father David, the priest at my church. Or at least he was. He disappeared a few weeks back without any word or explanation. Shame. He was pretty hot. It was that voice of his. So soft and calming.
No, you see, he wasn't a real priest at all. He was an undercover assassin who was hired to murder your husband. And thanks to the information you provided, you led the assassin right to him.
What?
Don't worry. His initial assassination attempt failed. But as fate would have it, he ran into your husband again shortly after in a certain seedy backstreet brothel in South America. He and his laser-firing associate made sure they finished the job properly the second time round.
I don't know what to say.
That man right there, your dreamy fake priest, is in fact completely responsible for you being left a widow and in financial ruin.
No. That traitorous bastard, how could he?
Well, you are not alone, Maria. I too have been wronged by this foul, evil man, and I want my revenge on him and all of his freakish associates.
But what can a grieving, penniless, drunken widow, and no offense, a vertically challenged talking rodent, do against a trained assassin?
He's incredibly wealthy, you know.
Really?
Very much so. The ill-gotten gains from manipulating unknowing people like yourself to aid him in killing people like your husband.
But...
Look, it's up to you. You can spend your last few dollars trying to give yourself chronic alcohol poisoning, or you could put it to good use. You see, I know where he is, and you know him relatively personally. Hell hath no fury and all that. I want you to come with me. Get close to him. Earn his trust. And then we can turn the tables on him and his band of thieves together. Just like he did to us. We'll clean him out and leave him ruining the day he ever dared to mess with us. What do you say, Maria?
You've been listening to the full and partial re-emergence of the Dysfunctional 5. Chapter 7, the finale, was written and produced by Jim Cogan, with an honourable mention to my son, Elliot Cogan, for contributing a certain line of dialogue, courtesy of one William Shakespeare. And it starred Ralph Duke as the show announcer, John Kennard as Control, Lauren Deakin as Agent Smedley, Jim Cogan as Dave, Anna Gasetskia as Kitty Pyler, Stephen Newhand as Rick Dastard, Joe Kilcar as Granite, the Man of Stone, Wojciech Matras as Kevin, the Man Who Cannot Be Seen, Cisco de Guzman as Agent Spunkmeyer, Antonio Ferrara as Leviathan, Kat McQueen as Captain Koala, Tali Tenner as Maria Gagliano, and Michael Korazinski as at least 2 of the mechanized hamsters. theme music by Jim Kogan, with sound effects and incidental music licensed by Envato Elements. This series has been produced and released exclusively as bonus content for the Strange New Worlds and Spaced Out Tales sci-fi audio drama anthology podcast. And you can check out all our other episodes, including the original Dysfunctional 5 episode that inspired this series, by searching for Strange New Worlds and Spaced Out Tales wherever you get your podcasts. Or by checking out our website, snwasot.com, where you'll find all our podcast platforms that we're currently available on, and our social media and email links. And that is it. I hope you've enjoyed this little departure from our regular programming to bring you the continuing adventures of our favourite farcical superhero collective. I just wanted to thank our wonderful voice cast for doing such a super professional job, whilst having to deliver lines of such sheer ridiculousness. You've all been fantastic. We'll be back soon with more bonus content and Season 3 of our regular anthology adventures. Until next time, thanks for listening.